Protect your home from home. Simple Caravan Insurance, sponsors of the Caravan Channel.
Essanjay Limited are a highly regarded motorhome garage and service centre located in Dorset. Taking your motorhome for an annual service is one thing, but ensuring that it's ready to go whenever you are isn't always that straightforward. Gary Potter knows a thing or two about the more mechanical aspects of your motorhome, and he was happy to share some tips on the things you need to look out for.
The problem is with motorhomes, there's no hard and fast rule about tyre pressures. So what you need to do is take the manufacturer's name and you weight your vehicle and phone up the manufacturers and they'll tell you what tyre pressure should be.
This auto trail is mine, and when I bought it I was driving along the A1 and the tyre blew out, and I checked with the tyre manufacturers because there was enough tread on it, but the flexibility of the tyre had gone, and therefore they should have been replaced on 5 years.
The majority of tyres are down to the age and the degradation of the sidewalls, because a lot of times motorhomes don't do enough mileage, so they've got plenty of tread on it, but the sidewalls are totally knackered.
In one of these vehicles, when you have a blowout, as long as you don't panic, it's not a problem. And you're only doing 60 miles an hour, so you're just coasting to a stop.
So when you say to a customer that your tyres need changing, they say, oh, what have we done? 8,000 miles in it. Yet, the sidewalls are shattered.
The biggest fear is, of course, you're on a single carriageway road and you're trying to change a tyre. That is the scary bit.
The ones that do suffer the most are the ones that get left in the sun a lot. They tend to dry up and crack up. Yeah, because sometimes you can get same age tyres, but one side is cracked, the other side's perfectly fine. You see where I'm down here, a group of fuses. Pretty much a lot of the caravans have these, and very often they blow, and these control things like the 12 volts on the fridge and the step and the charging. You never know it goes. This customer had a problem where the step wasn't coming in on the engine startup, and it's just a simple case of a blown fuse to be replaced. Easy one to check. Typically, rear lights on a motorhome, these are basically caravan lights built for caravans, but they do suffer. Not only this type, but all types do suffer from corrosion in between the bulbs and around the side of the bulbs. So you'll more often not get just an intermittent connection, in which case you just have to undo screws, or sometimes there's clips. You just take it off, take the bulbs off, clean the bulbs up, clean the terminals up with just a piece of abrasive paper, or take your wife's nail file and clean them up. But they do more often than not fail. Right, this here is a typical exhaust gas recirculation valve, or an EGR valve. In a nutshell, these let exhaust gases through to be reburnt in the combustion chamber. Quite often it will get stuck in that position. This is the position when all the exhaust gases start to flow through on cold start. That's when you get your black soot and lack of power in the mornings generally. And after a period of a few miles, that'll probably clear itself, because all the carbon starts to melt and soften, and it'll shut, and you'll be back to normal. And it probably won't happen again for a good few hundred miles, but then you'll leave your van because you don't run it, and it will get all crusty and seize up again. And they'll more often not bring on a engine management warning light. There's no need to panic, because your engine won't blow up. This one is off a 2.2, which has the same engine as a Transit, and it's got a solenoid, but even the power of the solenoid can't break the carbon build-up. But from experience, I know that these on a comparative panel van, which does 40-50,000 miles are relatively trouble-free. Whereas these, who does 1,000, 2,000 miles at the most a year, do tend to seize up. And once the warranty's up, then it's down to the customer to pay. So yeah, ideally, your motorhome would or should be run as often as you possibly can. I mean, enjoy it while you've got it, for sure. These things become more reliable the more you use it.
The devil is very much in the detail, but the general rule of thumb is, if you have a motorhome, you need to give it a good run, regularly. They're vehicles designed to be driven and work all the better for it. So what are you waiting for? What better excuse do you need to take a weekend away, if that's what the experts recommend?